So you're a wholesaler. You got a deal hooked up for $200,000. You found yourself an end buyer who's willing to pay $250,000. That's a $50,000 spread. Do you sign it, or are you going to do a double close? I'm Tom Causley with Capstone Capital Resource. Stay tuned to see what I think you should do. So before we get into it, how about I explain some of the nuances to a double closing? You got your seller here, your buyer here, and in the middle, I'll be your wholesaler. Now the seller, or the A individual, is willing to sell the property to you for a certain price. Then there's the buyer here, who's the C individual, who's willing to buy the property from you for a certain price. And you're the wholesaler, you're the B in the middle. And when we just talk about double closing contracts, they're referred to as the first contract, the A-B contract between you and the seller, and the B-C contract between you and the buyer. So in our example, the seller's willing to sell you the property for $200,000. The buyer's willing to buy the property from you for $250,000. And in the middle, that's your spread. That's the profit you're gonna make off doing the deal. Now, why would you do a double close? You would choose to do a double close, one, to hide that split so that your buyer doesn't think that he's getting a bad deal by paying $50,000 more than you're paying for it. Another reason you would do it is because there are regulations in place in certain states where doing a double close is the best way for you to get the deal done without actually needing to hold the property. And the third reason is that when you do a double close, you do actually close on the property. You do hold title for a very short period of time, less than 24 hours, but that is a means by which you can develop your credibility as an investor and as a wholesaler. So where do I come in? Why would you need a transactional funder for doing a double close? Well, in most cases, a title company is going to need the wholesaler to bring their own capital into the transaction to close that first deal. Do you have $200,000 laying around that you can just throw in there for less than 24 hours? Most people don't, even if you are a wholesaler with a lot of deals under your belt. So what I do is I bring you that $200,000 for a small fee. You close that deal, you go off and sell the deal to your end buyer, and you make your spread. So if you live in a state where double closings are important, if you want to hide your spread from your end buyer, and if you want to scale your operation and never worry about getting a double close done ever again, get in touch. This has been Tom Causley at Capstone Capital Resource. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next week. Thought I'd share a little bit of country living action with you. We've seen them deers out there, so I've been practicing with this. See if we can get one this hunting season. See you next week.